The S word, sacrifice. Worship involves sacrifice. Worshipping God without any sacrifice, is it really worship? So what do we mean by sacrifice in the new covenant? You know, before we go there, in the old covenant, worship usually involved a form of sacrifice. There was sacrificial offerings of lambs and bulls and goats, salt. If you weren't rich enough to have a bull or a goat or a lamb, God is very practical, and he said a pigeon would do. And if you were still poor and couldn't afford even a pigeon, a couple of cupfuls of grain was enough for God, because it was about the heart, not about the actual sacrifice. In fact, in the book of Amos, God actually says at one place, "Don't give me your sacrifices." And the reason he said that was because they weren't giving them with a heart of sacrifice. Worship involves sacrifice. When you think about it, when you're worshipping God, there is a sacrifice, or something is sacrificed so you can worship. So in our Western context, on a Sunday morning, say, let's say in the context of a meeting, you get ready, you get your kids ready, you drive to your place of worship, you spend petrol. There is time set aside so you can worship. So in a sense, that's a sacrifice. And then we bring our offerings of money so the ministry can continue. That's a sacrifice. I think in the West, we have lost the concept of sacrifice in the Christian life. Even when it comes to music worship, quite often we hear, and I've said it myself, I don't like that song. The thing is, it's not about me. It's about God. So if the leadership is leading a song I don't like, or it's too old, or it's too new, or it's too loud, or it's too soft, or the worship leader has skinny jeans and I don't like that, or the worship leader dresses old-fashioned and I don't like that. Whatever, the fact is it's not about me, it's about the Lord. So I will, regardless of those things I don't like, I say, I'm still going to worship you, Lord, in this. See, that's a sacrifice. That's a part of the sacrifice of praise. Part of the sacrifice of praise is the mental energy, the emotional energy that you expend in your worship to Him. That's part of the sacrifice of praise. The Christian life outside of meetings is where we are putting others first. That's a sacrifice. Prayer is a sacrifice of time and energy. When we serve God and serve others, there is sacrifice involved. So at the moment, I'm coming to you at a time of COVID-19 lockdown. When we come out of this, I believe the church is going to come into a fresh place of worship. There's going to be a greater depth and richness of worship, not just in music, but also in life. Worship is not a lifestyle. It's a life that involves sacrifice.